Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy. Hello. Good evening and welcome to After Hours. This is our episode 29. I'm Carlos Silva, your host, and I'm joined from Kentucky with my buddy Collin Kendall.
I'm here. I've got my beach club sweatshirt on. We're ready to go.
And directly from Orlando, our buddy Jason Canapp.
I wish I had my beach club sweatshirt on because it's a little nippy, and I'm also wearing my stretchy pants for tonight's top 3 topic.
That's a good plan.
Yes, a good plan. But you know one thing, I was telling our friends, telling Jason and Collin before that today here in Miami, early in the morning when I woke up to take my kid to school, it was 50 degrees.
That's cold. Miami, that is cold.
Yes, it's really
Michelle
cold.
was out in a parka today. I kid you not.
I saw it. In that,
Are you sure you guys are from Maryland originally?
Yeah, look, I even had the mug.
Just to prove it. They can't see it, but everybody
we can
else
see it. Yeah.
There it is.
Buddies, let's talk Disney.
Let's do it.
And I think we have a lot of our friends already here, and I hope they enjoyed our interactive and funny countdown.
Wait, we had a funny countdown?
Yes.
I
You
thought it was
saw it. You saw it.
Yeah. Oh, that was the. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was funny. It was great.
Ben Ackhurst is saying good morning, Al from UK. Thank you, buddy. You're still
The
awake.
man who doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I don't see how you do it, my friend. I don't sleep, but that's a whole different level.
Carrie is here. Wendy is
Carrie?
here.
Hello,
Anthony too.
Anthony's-
Valerie cited too. William and asking morning. Almost time for bed here.
Maybe.
No, just about.
Hello everybody. Thank you for being
Good
here.
to see you.
Yes, we do have. You know what? We're been in a pretty busy week. Actually, a pretty busy after hours week. We did many
Yeah, big
different
plans.
things and plans coming for something that we did for this episode, something that we're doing for the next episode. So there's a lot of stuff for you guys that we're preparing.
There's a lot of friends joining us here soon. So.
Yes, a lot of friends. But buddies, now is the time.
Now is the best time.
Well, it's the after hours news of the week. Actually, we almost decided not to have something this week, but then a few things came up.
Yeah,
And
things popped up.
Yep.
So
so, Jason, I think you had something to talk.
Do I?
Yes?
Are we talking
Story
about
of my
what's happening
life right
tomorrow?
there.
Or are we talking about what's happening tomorrow night? Is that what we're talking about tomorrow afternoon?
sorta.
That's what I'm going to talk about.
Yes.
That's what I was going to talk about. And
I
so
have something
tomorrow.
else, so go for it.
Okay. I just don't want to step on anybody's toes here, but tomorrow, make sure you get your snacks gathered and your drinkables gathered and make sure the dogs are let out and back. Like, you want to set aside about 4 hours of time beginning at 4:30 p.m. Eastern when the Walt Disney Company starts its Investors Day call presentation thing. It's really expected to go about 4 hours. You can head on over to Walt Disney Company's website to get the details about how to watch live or even listen live. Look, they usually cover a lot of information on a normal financial call, a normal investors call. One that's expected to go multiple hours long is going to be chock full of information. And I'm sure there's going to be questions because there's always a question and answer period as well from media. So there will certainly be questions related to attendance. There will certainly be questions related to, of course, the pandemic and crowd levels and so forth. But there'll be questions related to attraction openings, the celebration of the 50th anniversary. I think we can look forward to questions related to that. I'm sure there'll be questions related to movie releases and what the studios have plans and what happened to Grogu. Because, oh my goodness. And I can't say more than that because Carlos hasn't watched yet.
No,
But
I'm waiting.
I still haven't gotten to it this week.
So that's good. Yeah, that kicks off at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time.
But you know that I will like to have your help tomorrow, Jason and Colin, because due to the reason that we're not having the show tomorrow, I will not be able to listen to the whole presentation. Can you imagine us saying to Candida, no dinner because I have to hear the Disney shareholders, investors presentation? No, it's not going to happen.
You better hope she's not listening.
No, not yet. But one thing that is important and that I would like to hear from them is because there's something that came up from the studio side of business, but not from Disney, but actually from Warner. Warner Brothers announced that they're not launching any kind of movies for movie theaters next year. So 2021 for Warner will be with no release in theaters. So and we're still expecting to hear from other studios, and I don't know.
Do they still make movies, Warner Brothers?
And they really depend.
Just a few.
We need to.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I know at least the James Bond movie. I don't know who. I think is that Sony now technically. Somebody owns it now. It's been passed around a few times.
They
but
can't have
played that
Spider-Man
movie,
and
3 times.
James Bond. How does a company? How is that not some sort of antitrust issue? Like, how do you
like
get
a
both?
monopoly issue?
I just feel like you can't have all the.
But originally, I think James Bond was MGM. No.
It could be. Honestly, days, I don't know
who
currently.
Knows these days, knows who belongs to who. So they've
postponed it indefinitely. Last I heard, so it could be the same story for a lot of these production studios. So it'd be interesting to see what they come with tomorrow.
Yep. Colin, anything from your side?
Yeah, so it was actually something that popped up this afternoon that kind of caught me off guard, which is kind of hard to do in this space, but a new flight offerings coming out of Orlando International Airport, MCO, and they're actually going to start doing direct flights nonstop to Hawaii, Honolulu. And as many of you may know, that means Alani. So it's going to be about a 9-hour flight by Hawaiian Air. And for many of us, including possibly the 3 of us, that could mean good news in the future and a little simpler travel for many of us that are interested in going out there. So. It said 9 hours, which seems short to me.
Yeah, I guess well, wait, going to Hawaii or coming from Hawaii?
Going to. Well, it just said 9 hours. It didn't really
I think
specify.
They're thinking they're coming back.
It could be. I don't know. But
it's a long flight. I mean, you save time by not having to land. But
it's still 9 hours, no matter how you cut it. But it's still better than going to 3 different airports before you can go out there sometimes.
Do we know what kind of airplane they're going to be flying?
It was one of the Airbus series, so it's I think it said it held 290 something passengers, so it's one of the large ones.
Okay, here, Delta Airlines. I'm looking at you.
I'm a fan
of Delta, so I'm interested. If you could please arrange for a nonstop flight between Orlando and Honolulu, that'd be great. And also make sure that it has the Delta One class, so because all the points that I've been using and not using for anything over the past year.
To go to Hawaii with.
It's time, baby. It's time.
Here we go. It's go time.
But usually Delta will do is they will get you need to fly to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Honolulu.
Yes, or Salt Lake City, or
somewhere on the West Coast. Yeah,
Minneapolis I think is another option too. But yeah, who wants to go there? It's so cold.
You don't want to go there in the winter. That's for sure a recipe for disaster.
But how long is the flight from California to Hawaii?
About
5-6 hours.
5
something
hours.
Like that, depending on where you
5
are.
hours, I think.
So
Yeah, I think it was like 5 hours.
So they
And,
doing
it's like
that.
a
they,
5 to 6 hour flight from here to California. So
Yeah,
You will
so
save
might
time
as well just take the
because of-
direct flight.
yeah, because you
Yeah.
save time because of the parabola.
Yeah,
thing
the parabola
effect.
thing is
Right. Yeah.
It's an
It's a
interesting
science
flight.
thing.
okay.
But I don't know much about that airline, so take that for what
Yeah,
it's worth.
no,
There's not many
I-
flights out of Hawaii.
I don't know. I
Air.
never,
gotta
I
keep
never
telling you.
fly.
Hawaiian's a nice airline, and they give you those nice Hawaiian chips
Is
as
it
a
really?
snack. Yeah, and they're delicious.
I'm a
And
fan.
they're so
What-
addictive.
what is a Hawaiian
and now,
chip?
all I'm gonna think about is Hawaiian chips for the rest of the night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's delicious. You haven't had a Hawaiian chip?
Nope.
Oh, I'm gonna get you some Hawaiian chips.
Okay,
and I'm
good.
gonna get you some
Fine
Utz.
Hawaiian chips. I'll take some.
I also have a little bit of a news. Also something that came up today, and it's just an actual detail. But I don't know if you already experienced, but in normal times in Magic Kingdom, when you have large crowds that need to exit the park, they open up what they call the East Bypass, which is something that is go in the east side of Main Streets, and you go through the backstage area, and they somehow they took a little care of that just to hide things, but what they're doing right now is actually they're preparing another one in the west side. And so that's why you had those
rumor about that. I didn't know if it was true or not.
that's why they were doing that refurbish, and they removed the fountain from that area next to Case's Corner, and also they open up space in between Casey's and the First Aid and Baby Center there. So they're clearing that area
That
out.
explains the construction walls.
Yeah, just to prepare a west side bypass for crowded
It's the
place.
perfect time to do it currently. So
And it's
And how would this work exactly? Because I'm having trouble. Is this like an alleyway? Is this
It's an
So
alleyway.
have you gone through the back on the other side?
Yeah, what we call the suspension of disbelief tunnel.
yes,
Yeah, kind of.
they're gonna do it on the other side.
Yeah, kind of.
But that's
I assume it'll be the same thing, but it'll probably
Everyone
come out
close
where
your
the
eyes.
parade goes back. It's probably where it'll end up, if I had to guess.
and that brings me something that reminded me from Disneyland Paris, and I want to share with you just a little bit. It's not on news, but what they did in Disneyland Paris is that in that area they created what they call two arcades, one in each side of Main Street, USA, which
I like
is
skee ball.
which is an area.
Same thing.
Let me show you here. Which is an area that is covered. You can see like it's called the Discovery Arcade, and actually it goes
They're
through.
really beautiful from what I've seen. I know you've been,
Yes,
though. So.
and here is from inside. It's pretty beautiful. It's and you have those doors in your left. And from those doors, you get to the back of the stores in Main Street, USA. It's pretty neat. It's pretty
Nice.
neat.
Neat.
Yeah.
And with the weather there, that could be.
Yes,
'cause I know
that's
they
the whole
got
thing.
major snow this week.
They have snow and they have a lot of rain. Okay, they have a lot of rain. So
No, who else has a lot of rain?
Florida.
yeah, but Florida at least is you have for a while and then it's finished and then you're gonna have
yeah.
sun, and there you have rain for the
And it
whole
rained.
and rain
And it rained. And it rained. And
Yes.
it rained.
Anything else in terms of news?
I think that's all we've got.
We got a really good one for something that we were expecting not to do this week. I'm proud of us.
Oh. I am so happy that you're proud of us.
Did well.
I'm always proud of us. Okay, guys. Now I know what is the next one.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now is the time?
Now is the best time. This is our Hall of Fame.
They
You know one
almost
thing.
got,
You know,
almost got Jason singing there.
we mentioned about James Bond, and there's something about this song, about something
Has a
about
James
that that
Bond
brings
feel,
me a
yeah.
little bit of the James Bond vibe. I don't know.
Casino Royale.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
I'm a
little
die-hard
bit.
Original?
Bond person.
Yes.
And
All of them.
remember who was the band? Who was the band? That was the band. It wasn't.
I can't
Oh,
remember.
Can't help
I'll
you.
remember. I'll
Okay.
remember. So good. Soundtracks.
Hall of Fame. Well, the Hall of Fame is actually whenever we have a top 5 or top 3, we will post in our after hours community. We're gonna post all the options that we came up, and you also can bring your options, and we're gonna vote. And the idea is to elect the best of those options, and that option will be posted in our Hall of Fame. So what we did is that last week we had our top 3 Disney Plus Christmas movies, and I have to pay all the respect and mention that Jason was the one that was really really excited with the whole thing. I'm not such a big Christmas movie guy, and I think from what I could tell, the same thing with Collin. He was in between.
I'm not a big Christmas movie person, to be honest with you.
But
He's not allowed to celebrate Christmas after the incident. That's all I'm gonna say.
What incident?
I'm just saying.
but
That Santa thing, like.
But the top 3 Disney Christmas movies. So when we posted in an after hours page, after hours community, and then we had these 3 finalists. The third place was Collin's The Santa Claus, and then the second place was actually an honorable mention from Jason is Emmett Otterdge Jug Band Christmas, but elected to the Hall of Fame is the Muppet Christmas Carol. So this is our next new Hall of Famer, and it is the Muppet Christmas Carol will be along with other fine selections. We had the Nomad Lounge as the first one, then Tom Sawyer Island Caves, strolling the the boardwalk after dark, and it's a salute to all nations, but mostly America from Sam the Eagle in the Muppet movie trilogy. Nice. We're starting to have a good select. And the nice thing about the Hall of Fame is the variety of things. This is good. But
You know what else is good?
what?
That The Sound of Music didn't make the list.
Oh, that's mean. Oh, poor Maria.
No one voted. No one
I-
voted.
that-
Nobody.
No, actually,
didn't even-
one.
You didn't
Me.
vote for yourself?
Me.
Casino Royale, the original soundtrack written by Burt Bacharach. Also,
Oh.
that song I was like singing, that's Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Herb Alpert.
I mean,
he's
like-
incredible. He's
Incredible.
Yes.
Colin has no idea who we're talking about.
Yes.
No clue what he's talking about.
But
and
me.
and with the Tijuana, I have a playlist of his songs. But one thing, Burt Bacharach. You mentioned Burt Bacharach. I think there are 3 composers that, in terms of melodies, that you cannot beat. There are Burt Bacharach,
yes.
Paul Simon, and
Yes.
Paul McCartney. They are
If you're going to limit it to 3, but I mean,
no, but those 3 are
Barry
unbelievable.
Manilow.
Oh, come on.
Exactly. Come on. Barry Manilow's got to be in there.
Okay.
Now that we've officially gone off the rails.
But you know one thing, buddies, we have something special now. We have something really, really special because now it will be the time for something new. It's a brand new segment, and
Now is the best time for something new.
yes, but there's something
was a
that I
reach.
have. But there's something that I have to tell everybody. We're gonna be watching with you because this was a recorded a recorded segment. So, but we're gonna be here in the back, answer your questions. But don't. That was a really nice segment that we recorded yesterday, and
all my troubles seem so far away.
That's Paul
we're
McCartney. Paul McCartney melody. Oh, the long and winding road.
I was wondering where he was going with that for a second.
There's something. Well, let's go. So now is the time?
Now is the best time.
This is our first BL guest. You know, BL guest is actually one of the prizes that we have in our Wheel of Disney. And for a long time, we were trying to have the lucky situation that someone will get to the BL guest prize and accept it. So what happened is that it finally happened. And so we have the pleasure and the honor to have as our guest, our dear friend, Maggie. Hello.
Hello.
I think we just kind of conned her into doing it. I don't even think she really wanted to win. So she's here, though.
No, I'm happy to be here.
And it's such a we're happy to do that because you are the most important part of our whole thing, and after all, the audience brings a lot of. Not a lot of love also, but it brings the whole good vibe and energy for this show. But Maggie, well, first of all, where are you calling from?
I am from a small town called Hillsboro, Missouri. I'm about 45 minutes south of St.
45 minutes south of St. Louis.
St. Louis, yes. We had.
So that's like a little more civilized than where Collin lives, I think.
That's not nice.
No, but the truth is that you know one thing.
That's where I am.
I'm a little bit familiar with the St. Louis area. I used to work a lot in that area. There in mid-90s, I used to be every single month there, even living in Brazil. So I love Missouri.
Really?
Yes, I love Missouri. Maggie, and what about? Can you tell a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am 43, and I live. Like I said, I live in St. Louis. I am married, and I have 3 kids. My oldest is 26, and she is in medical school in Chicago. And then I have 2 boys, one that's 12 and one that's 7. And I have been a police dispatcher for 23 years. Oh. And I'm also a travel agent. So all of those things take up all of my time.
You've got your hands full.
Yes.
That's a lot.
I do.
Yes.
No stress at all there.
That's why she agreed to talk on the phone with strangers, too.
Yeah, she's
exactly.
like after the calls I get.
Time. Yeah, exactly.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hopefully nothing we throw at you tonight will be as difficult as what you face normally.
No, I'm sure it'll be a breeze. Hopefully.
Why don't we start with something there's something that we have prepared for our guest and for every future guest in the BL Guest segment, which is what we call the After Hours Rapid Fire. It is
okay.
And Jason is the one that's going to run that. So
okay.
There was a set of questions that we prepared, but I think that he changed a little bit, and it's good because when he does that, yeah.
Be kind to me, Jason.
The first question I would have for you, just to sort of set the stage properly, is when was your last trip to Walt Disney World?
It was actually this very week last year.
Oh, okay.
So first week of December last year, and then I was supposed to be back in March, but that got canceled, obviously. So I'm scheduled to go.
Okay. So I'm going to make sure I ask fair questions then. And am I asking all the questions, or are you guys going to join in and help?
Well, we can help you.
So, okay, first question. I'll fire the first question. I guess technically the second question, but first official rapid fire question, which is, what's your favorite Walt Disney World park?
Magic Kingdom.
Okay,
Fair enough.
why? I know this is supposed to be rapid fire, but I'm actually curious.
Just the magical aspect of it. I'm a big Haunted Mansion fan. That's my favorite ride at Disney World. So close second would be Hollywood Studios because I'm a Star Wars nerd too. But it probably just feels the most Disney magical to me.
Excellent.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I like it.
Good answer.
Seems like you blend in here. So a question that we always want to ask is, are you a fast pass planner or are you kind of a go with the flow kind of person when you're in the parks?
No, fast pass all the way. I'm kind of spoiled. I don't really like waiting in line for the rides. So I like to use
like
fast pass for sure.
If it's over
If
30
I
minutes,
can't get a
we're
fast
skipping
pass,
it
I
and
usually
coming
don't.
back.
Yeah.
And I'm
Exactly. Yes, 100%.
and I'm surprised that the question that is in my end is about food, but
You're really surprised by that?
Maggie, your favorite Walt Disney
Yes.
World snack?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably a Mickey, just a classic Mickey ice on every trip. I like simple snacks, popcorn and
Keep it simple.
Keep it
Yeah, I like that. I like that too. Well, also, it's,
Yeah.
it's portable
Yeah.
and so forth. Okay. When you're staying in Walt Disney World, are you an on-property person or an off-property person?
always on property.
Correct.
Always.
Yeah, you're
There's no right or wrong answer.
no.
There's just
Yeah,
some
I
answers
mean,
are
for
better
me,
than others.
yeah, they're
There's a right.
yeah, for me,
answer.
it's always on property. It's just, yeah, I mean, why go if you're not going to stay there, I say.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's my advice for everybody who asks me. It's always that if you can go, please on property is the right way
Yeah.
to do.
yes, there's so many benefits and perks to being, and you just want to be in that Disney bubble while you're there, I think, too.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next one. This is actually, I think, probably one of the most difficult questions on the list, but it's favorite Walt Disney World restaurant. If you could only pick one, and you had to eat there tonight, which one would it be?
Oh, that's so hard. Oh gosh, my family and I are big fans of sci-fi.
Yeah.
We're pretty simple eaters. We don't get very elaborate with our food. So give us a good cheeseburger and a good milkshake, and we're a happy family.
Sounds
And
like
I
my
just
family.
like that whole sitting in cars and it. Yeah, I mean, just simple, good burgers and fries makes me happy. So probably sci-fi. We do it every trip. So
Yeah, that's an amazing atmosphere too. Something you can't get anywhere else.
yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah.
and with the way that that Disney's Hollywood Studios is so packed now, is this open? Is it open? Yes, I think is.
Yeah, it's open. I've been in the last. Well, I went in August. Was the last time I was there, but yeah, it's been open since they reopened Hollywood Studios, pretty much.
But for me, it has been so hard to get any kind of reservation of
Yeah.
for Hollywood Studios.
Especially in that park right now, it's a little crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Hollywood Studios is a tough one sometimes.
Yeah.
It gets really crowded.
So,
But they have all the do cool stuff, so.
True, all the new stuff.
so the next question is: try to pick between early morning Kilimanjaro safari or an evening stroll in the World Showcase Lagoon Promenade.
World Showcase.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, World Showcase. Yeah, definitely World Showcase. I like Kilimanjaro. That tends to be one that I don't do every. Really fortunate to have a great zoo in St. Louis, so I see all those.
Mhm.
Usually I'll skip that, but you can't beat walking around World Showcase with a snack and a drink and checking everything out.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, I knew I liked Maggie. Okay, so I'm gonna split mine into a two-parter. So
Okay.
here we go. Number one.
Here he goes,
first-
bending the rules
Yes,
as
it
always.
started to change.
So I want to know, like, if you could only stay in one Walt Disney World resort every time you visited, which would it be?
Polynesian.
Oh, that was fast. You answer that fast.
Polynesian for sure. My kids would say Art of Animation. But yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my kids like Art of Animation. That's their favorite spot. Mine is Polynesian, so we kind of back and forth between the two where we stay.
There you go.
Usually the kids win though.
I love it. Okay, so now maybe this is the same. Maybe it's the same answer, but if you could live, you still got to visit Polynesian. If you could live at a resort, which resort would it be? Which would you pick?
Ooh, that is a hard one to live at one. I don't know. It might still be Polynesian. I'm kind of in love with Grand Destino Tower right now too.
No,
not alone.
I really love the rooms there.
They're really nice.
I really like that resort. We're going to be staying there one trip next year. So Polynesian, though, it kind of has everything. It's got the good views. Love with the island vibe there. It's got good food. It's got easy transportation. So probably would be Polynesian.
All right. I respect that.
Good pick.
I like it. I like the spin that you did in the question, Jason.
Thanks. Don't, I'm going to change it up again, so don't get too comfortable.
Okay, I knew it.
All right, so here's the $1 million question among most of us. If Illuminations was still around, would it be Illuminations or Happily Ever After? Assuming you could only keep one.
I'm sorry.
Happily Ever
That
After.
was quick.
I think you're saying Illuminations incorrectly.
First time
I
I've
like
been disappointed this
Illuminations.
whole show.
I saw it. I saw it not long before it ended, but Happily Ever After, yeah. I'm
just
sorry.
gonna need a
The
moment.
guys that were there on the last day.
I'm just gonna need a moment to recover from this,
I'm sorry.
Carlos.
I'm a girl. I like all the princess stuff,
How many times did we actually see that show that week, Jason? It was like 3 or 4 times.
Illuminations?
Last week. Yeah.
Never enough.
That's very true, but it was a lot. We
Well,
saw it like 3 or 4 days in a row.
YouTube. You can still watch it on that, right?
That's true. That is true.
And it's funny because I fully respect both shows. I love Illuminations, Happily Ever After, but I'm a Wishes and Epcot Forever guy.
You know what? If I could choose any of them, I would choose Wishes. So
Yeah, Wishes is, I
You've
love
redeemed
Wishes.
yourself.
Yeah, Wishes. I like. There were just more pyrotechnics too.
Yep.
And the music I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
I just like just the background, just the whole
It
theme
was such a good story.
of
too.
Wishes was perfect in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Agree. Totally.
It's a moment of silence for Wishes.
Yeah.
Um,
Wishes.
So you're much more a water park. You rather have a water park summer or a beautiful sunsets winter.
Summer. I'm a summer.
Okay.
I don't like the cold. I suffer here in Missouri all winter long. I'm trying to
Sounds
convince
familiar.
my husband to move to Florida because I can't take the winters anymore.
And you're looking at somebody that's 30 degrees currently here, and it's probably worse there.
Hearing
Yeah, it probably is. When I woke up for work this morning, I think it was like 22 degrees. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can keep that.
and here I woke up with 58, and I was
probably the
thinking
coldest it's
flying
been there in
back
like
to
a
Brazil.
year.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
This is question 10 too, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not going with that question. So,
Of course he's not.
because Maggie already answered that.
That's
so
true.
if you, I know you haven't visited since this thing I'm going to talk about was started. I don't know.
Developed.
I don't feel like it's a proper. I don't know that I have a proper adjective that I can use to that's appropriate for the show. But
Never stopped him before.
so I asked the question this way: Do you think that Impressions de France
Oh,
should immediately replace the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, or do you think the Beauty and the Beast sing-along should have never been created?
that's
So-
such a Jason question.
You know, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I like that there's not a lot of movie influence over in World Showcase. I kind of like the focus to be on the country that you're in. And I understand why they tie in Frozen and things like that just to make it a little more kid friendly. But I'm kind of a purist when it comes to Epcot. I don't like a lot of change in Epcot. I know that's terrible because change is good, but I would say keep the princess stuff for Magic Kingdom, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if that's an unpopular opinion.
No, that's the correct opinion.
Yes, I love it.
Actually, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't mind them doing some kind of IP related insertion sort of thing. But if you're going to do it, make sure it is tied in a way that's educational, that's kind of sticks with the original plan, right? Like maybe show some of the real world places that inspired elements of Beauty and the Beast or something. I don't know. I think your answer is perfect. It's great. Great answer.
Thank you.
Well said. So was Artan.
That wasn't as hard as I thought.
No.
Oh, okay.
And
make it harder next time.
And Maggie, thank you. Thank you very much for being the first one with the courage and with to say, yes, I want to be a guest in the Be Our Guest segment. I know that you not only you follow us in after hours, but that sometimes I see you also in that lunch thing, lunch break.
Yes, the lunch breaks. I love the lunch breaks.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for following us, and with your support is great. This was the very first Be Our Guest with our friend Maggie. Any final wish and word to our audience, Maggie?
Well, thanks for having me. I was really excited to do this. So I'm a newer fan to your show, but I'm a big fan. I'm you guys are doing. So I appreciate you having me here. Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
taking the time
very
to be
much.
here.
Thank you very much. And that was our Be Our Guest.
Number 1, episode 1, segment 1. I don't know what.
Oh, you know in what?
We'll see who else we can sucker on to being on here.
You know one thing that I have to do. We have to do with Maggie is the now is the time. I will do the now is the time question with Maggie.
That's perfect. You know what the response is, Maggie, right?
No.
So Carlos will say now is the time, and you're supposed to say now is the best time, but you can even sing it if you want.
Oh, you don't want to hear me sing.
Okay, well then you
No.
can just say it. You can just say it.
Okay.
So Maggie, now is the time.
Now is the best time.
With Lola barking here.
Is that Lola? Awesome.
It wasn't mine this time for a change.
Let me...
Everybody likes the dog though, so that's okay.
Yes, and
Yay, Maggie, did great.
Thank you, Maggie.
fun.
You're so
we really
so
enjoyed that,
great, so
yeah.
sweet. We really enjoyed. It was really, and it was really great to have this segment where we're actually ready to do it for a long time, and wishing for someone to get to the prize. And thank you. It was really great, really sweet, Maggie. Thank you. Talking about sweet. I think.
Oh,
I think
are we gonna talk about me now?
Yeah. There's something sweet now in, and
I was gonna say that.
now is the sweet time.
Now is the sweetest of times.
It's our top 3 list. It's so good when we have something like that, because despite of all the situations, other top 3s or top 5s that we had, when it comes to food, there's no fight. It was so peaceful.
For the fact of who's the best.
No, but I don't get.
John Belushi.
I don't worry about that. I don't worry because everything is good. But there's only one thing I have to tell you, and I know that Jason has always the idea that I don't like desserts. Am I correct?
No.
Yeah,
You
he's
just
not a
don't
big
order
dessert
them.
Fan. Yeah, he never orders them when we go places.
You just decide to get 16 shots of espresso at the end of a meal.
It's usual. I watched him drink 3 in one day in California.
But you know one thing, it's because it's not that I don't like sweet stuff. I like it, but not by the end of the meal. So usually I like it like a standalone meal. So for instance, I'm from
So he
South
eats his meal,
Brazil.
then he goes
I'm
and
from
gets
South
dessert
Brazil. The
somewhere
part
else
of
is another
Brazil that I come from is there was a lot of Germans there. So we used to have like at 4:30 p.m. a coffee with a lot of pies and sweets. That's the kind
Can
of
we
thing
adopt
that
that here?
I love that. I love that.
I'm pretty sure Germans like desserts.
Yes,
German
but they
chocolate,
have
that's a
that
thing.
they have that afternoon coffee or the afternoon sweet time. That's the part that
I actually think that's what they call it too.
sweet time.
Afternoon sweet time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure, let's go with that.
okay, could be. But our topic. So talking about sweet stuff, our topic is top 3 Walt Disney World desserts. Our top 3 and Jason's. What
We
happened?
almost lost Jason there.
Yeah,
That was on the
again.
verge of a laughing fit there.
Top 3 desserts in Walt Disney World. It was quite quite easy for me. But who's going to start?
You wanted me to make a fool of myself trying to explain what mine is first?
I just want to hear you pronounce yours. That's all.
I have no idea how to pronounce it. None whatsoever.
And
No joke.
I have to say,
Then
No
you must
idea.
go. Then
And
you
my-
must go first, sir. You must go first.
and our buddy Louis saying sweet time
of
is
course. Of
Thursday
course.
at 9 p.m. Hi Lou, I miss you, buddy.
Good to see you, buddy.
One thing. So it's Collin. Collin's starting.
Yeah, so I'm going to set the stage for this one. So Jason actually visited this place this week, I believe, right? Was that this week or last week?
I don't know
You
what
went
you're
on-
about to
went
say,
over
but I mean,
on
I
the
went
lunch
to a lot
break.
of places.
And you went to Grand Destino Tower, correct?
Yes, I was just there today, as a matter of fact.
Again?
Well, there's this thing called the lunch break. We do every
You go
Monday, Wednesday,
anytime.
Fridays,
Okay.
and today we happen to be at Grand Destino Tower.
Well, it seemed like
It was-
longer ago.
It was so much fun. I'm glad you were there.
Well, I was there, clearly. I just
I
don't
was there
remember
too.
when it was.
I was there too.
Oh.
I shared with my
But-
group in Brazil everything.
If you go on over to Grand Destino Tower and go all the way up to the very top floor, there's a nice place called Toledo. It's one of the best restaurants on Disney property, in my opinion, and probably one of the hidden gem restaurants that a lot of people won't go to because the menu is a little different. If you don't know what you're looking for or what you're intending to order, it can be a little bit difficult as a result. However, their desserts are very normal. And I say that, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce the said dessert. But I'm going to try this, but then I'll explain it so it makes more sense. So as they call it on their menu, it's the classic crema catalana.
Crema
So
catalana.
basically, yeah, so the way they describe it is a Valencia orange chocolate Tulip. He can't control himself now.
Tulip.
Cut to Jason. Please cut to
No,
Jason.
no, it's all yours.
But no, it's a wonderful dessert. It has kind of an orange tinge to it, for lack of a better word. It's got a kind of a sweetness to it. Jason, stop laughing at me. But it's really good. It's kind of a texture of a creme brulee type thing. A lot of people say it's kind of like flan. It's not really like flan to me. It's not as kind of that jello-y consistency, but it's really unique. You're not going to find it probably anywhere else on Disney property that I know of, at least. And it's tasty, and the views are spectacular up there, and the rest of the meal is wonderful as well. So if you're looking for something fun, good view with some good dessert, check that one out.
Crema catalana is from Catalunya, from the
I say I should have had our Brazilian friend try to pronounce that one for me.
It was so much fun, though. The build-up, the lead into Collin trying that dessert. He looked at it like
I was wondering,
I don't-
like, what in the world is this going to taste like? 'Cause I don't
and
like
you
flan,
just gotta try
like at
this.
all. And it's like, because it's a texture thing. Like the gooey stuff I don't normally go for. But this was wonderful. because it had kind of a crisp on top of it. It's really, really good.
So
really
good.
good.
It's so good. Well,
So
please
is their chocolate,
reopen.
like
Toledo,
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not open yet.
please
I
reopen.
hadn't heard that.
You know what? On the lunch break, we actually went and talked about that.
Stop that.
Covered.
I was there today. I promise.
So, Carlos, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
It's up to you. I can go. It's up to you.
Make Jason go so I can make fun of him.
Yes.
Well, which one of my number threes are we doing first?
That's the problem.
See, typical.
That's the
Cheating
problem.
is all.
We're gonna spend
mean-
like 3 hours just with your number three.
No. I'll go quickly. Sure. Yes, I will. The number three I think you're putting up there. You can just, if you can put the picture up, put the picture up so I can talk about it. I don't know. He's not going to put the picture up.
Yeah, already. It's
Oh, it
set.
is up. Oh, you put that picture up? I thought you were going to find me a better picture. This is my pathetic picture of one of my favorite desserts on property. Yes, that's like the juice machine behind there. Yes, it's like a half-drank glass of. I can't even. It's the worst picture ever taken, and hopefully Lisa Donato Glasser of the Castle Run will never see this photo ever. But this is the day that I was with my buddy Kenneth Johnson. We had just finished a meal of dim sum. I kid you not. We had dim sum on a Sunday, and we thought it would be a good idea after we were full on dim sum to go to Homecoming in Disney Springs
dessert.
and get not just a dessert, but all the desserts. We got all the desserts and ate them all. And this is my favorite, which is the Shine Cake.
The
Shine-
shiny.
It's really good.
It's the
really
Shine
good.
Cake,
Okay.
which is basically it's essentially the simple cake that's soaked in rum.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not rum. It's like moonshine. It's like moonshine, and I don't know exactly what the
And
like.
it's still sweet, which is good. It
It's-
doesn't have like that overbearing alcohol taste to it, but it's really, really good.
No, it's delicious. But here's the thing: when they brought the Shine Cake, when restaurants closed for the pandemic and then they reopened, the Shine Cake wasn't on the menu. There was other nice
Really?
desserts on the menu. Yeah, and so but
It's back
it's
on the menu.
back.
for the record. Yeah.
It's back, baby. I just haven't been back to have it yet. So if somebody will go with me,
That was there 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I'll
I
go.
went
I'll
with
go.
that.
okay. Yeah, it's and I just finally found my notes. So it's a butter cake that's soaked in the moonshine syrup. It's so good, so good. But
Kind of like
also, since we're at homecoming, I also want to mention. You know what I'm going to mention?
This
I know
one
what you're
here,
going to mention, but I actually
This one
think the
here?
one that you just mentioned is better than that.
and this one here.
The hummingbird
Yeah.
cake.
I'm not a big coconut fan. There's a little bit of coconut in it, but it's still really good.
But so I didn't.
I thought you were
know
going to
he
share
had
the
that
other
picture.
I thought. Wait, which picture did you put up? Did you put up the?
No,
Did you put
both.
the graspy one? Oh, I can't see. Oh, my head's in the way. I can't see on my screen. So it is. What's so special about the hummingbird cake? I mean, I will take the Shine Cake over the hummingbird cake. But what's so special about the? Did I just freeze up on you there?
Yeah.
What's so special about the hummingbird cake is the portion size. I mean, it's delicious. It's amazing. It's got what, bananas in it and cinnamon and pineapple
And a hummingbird?
No, there's no hummingbird. No hummingbirds were damaged in the creation of this cake.
Making of this cake.
Right, but it's really it's giant. You don't try to eat it all yourself for sure.
Or do. That's a good plan.
Or do and then
But it-
feel.
I love it. I had actually it was that lunch that was I was with you, Lou, Lisa, and Kenneth.
That's right.
Yes.
That's when I
You
took that
forgot
picture.
me.
Yes. Then we took the. No, Collin was you were in Kentucky, buddy. So
I know.
He was doing something else.
yeah,
That's
you
cool.
you insist being
It's
in
all right. I went
Kentucky.
without Jason
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, so we're good.
But it was good. It was really good. I understand your choice. Can I
Well,
go?
Thank you.
Can I go to my option?
Yes.
Hit him with your top one.
It's not the
Your
top one.
third,
It's a
I should
third.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third top.
So the third one, and that's a little story about this. But let me show. It is the churros fondue from Morimoto Asia. Actually, after the reopening, they did not come with that in the in the menu yet, but I asked. They said no. It's just because they have the little tube that people don't have to touch. They say no. We're going to come back when things go back to normal. So
What?
yeah, I was playing. I was playing. But there's one thing. There's one thing about churros. Churros is something that comes from Spain and Portugal. But we in Brazil, we do have a lot of churros. When you go to the beaches, they have little carts that they sell churros. And there was one place in my state that there was a little churros cart that they used to have a vanilla sauce, and it was the only one because the rest usually have what we call dulce de leite, which is yes, you know what it is. Sauce. You know what it is. So
delicious.
What happened is that most of them they have dulce de leite, and that little one only have the vanilla sauce. Guess what? Morimoto has the churros with that little with plate that you can dip with a vanilla sauce and also the dulce de leite in that little plastic thing that you press it like the toothpaste.
I don't remember you ordering this for me when we went.
No, because
we went as a group and we still didn't.
It's my secret. No, I never share with anyone. I had something like 5 espressos that day.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
I thought that we had the reason, Jason. The reason
I would have remembered that.
We did not have that one because they're not offering. It was after the opening.
Yeah, that was after.
Yeah, after. It's
not
before or after.
Was it before?
Before or after.
So that's my third option is the churros fondue. Yes, the way they call it. Churros. Churros.
Churros.
Yeah.
Right. Churros.
What did he call them?
He called them a shoe. I thought he said
churros.
What he said first was cooler.
That is more
I think
fun.
they should.
Churros.
Right. We should
No, churros in Spanish and churros in Portuguese.
I like that. This sounds soft and gentle and tasty.
I want a shirt that says that. Churros.
So,
just spell it differently so the Americans can get it right.
Colin, your second option.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to pronounce this one too, but it's a little easier. So this one's the Cocoa Breach. It is a vanilla custard, milk chocolate. This is the part I don't know. Bavarois?
I cannot. I don't have the real text here. If I could see, I could help.
Obviously, nobody knows what this is. Yeah. Don't make fun of me, Jason.
Spell it for us, please.
So it's.
What is your screen? You're like lighting. Are you have a fireplace in your room or something? Because you're like.
No, it's actually a screensaver on my other desktop. Okay. So when I switch, it jumps. But it's spelled Bavarois. Chocolate Bavarois.
Beauvoir.
I don't know.
Yeah,
and then there's another one that's something crunch.
Chocolate
Beuilletine. But it's at Flying Fish. If you've not been to Flying Fish, they have
Let
excellent
me show. Let me show
there's
it.
a video.
Yes, right there.
Oh, how amazing is this? So
Wait
good.
Wait for it.
Notice how I cropped the fly out that was flying around.
Louis saying Baba Booey.
Exactly. I am less than useless with pronunciation. But no, it's an unlikely place that you wouldn't expect like an amazing dessert, but it's really, really good. And they've got quite a few desserts on the menu. I think there's 6 or 7 of them, which isn't really the normal at some of the nicer restaurants at Walt Disney World. So that's number 2 on my list.
The chocolate Baba Booey.
You can't expect much from the guy from Kentucky. Like, you just can't.
No,
for simple people.
You know one thing. I don't know how many of you follow Howard Stern or listen to Howard Stern. There's Gary Baba Booey. Okay, Jason, your second one.
My second one, I think my second one is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Not much fancy about it. It's just one of the most amazing and tasty things you'll ever put in your mouth, ever. And that is the peanut butter pie at the Contempo Cafe at the Contemporary Resort in Walt Disney World. Look at it. It's enlarging. It's great. It is so good. Like, you can't I mean, I shouldn't challenge you because it's a dangerous thing to try to eat this all in one sitting by yourself.
And I've lived to tell the sale.
You ate the whole thing?
Yes.
By yourself?
Magical night.
In one Yeah, well, that night can become magical in other ways I mean, it's
a peanut butter pie and happily ever after viewing from the balcony. Combine the two, you will eat the entire pie.
Oh man, it is so good. I can't even. The best way I can describe it, and this may not resonate for a lot of people, but the best way I can describe it is, it has the peanut butter filling inside. It has the taste of those homemade, like, peanut butter eggs, like Easter eggs that would buy like at school fundraisers and or church
fully
fundraisers.
Prepared to make fun of you for that, and I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Like just giant like Easter eggs, and then there were chocolate on the outside, and then there's like a solid like core of peanut butter on the. This is like that. It's so good. You have you have to go. Here's the thing. You can't wait until the end of the day and just assume they're going to have them, because they do run out. They run out. Yeah, they sell it. So you need to get your order in early.
An honorable mention: the cupcake in the back of this picture is wonderful as well.
Yes. Oh, which one? The
Oreo looking one. I think that's what's actually in that picture. But yeah, it's really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden gems for sure.
I had this.
That's all I got.
But I did what I followed your advice, and then I made the order earlier, and then I pick it up later on, and I ate it at home, and it was great.
Oh, so you did get one?
Yes, I got.
I'm with you now. Okay, I got it. So wait a second.
I'm like,
Wait a second. When did you get did you get that the night that we ate at the Wave together?
No.
You didn't share.
I was gonna say I was
really disappointed.
If we left that, because I drove. That's right, I drove you back. So like that would have been really mean.
No, it was.
You took an Uber, went back, got a peanut butter pie, so you didn't have to share. And went home.
Right.
Actually, it was the last time. It was the last time I was there, and then what I did, I was I was at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I know you caught the firework action.
Yes.
I do remember.
No, but it was not that same day. It was another night.
He's there so often without me.
Is my turn? Yes, my turn. Okay.
He's like, I'm done with Jason's turn. Let's move on.
So everybody feel like strange when I mention that one, and it's not going to be the first time that I talk about this dish here in After Hours. I mentioned it before when we had the top 5 Walt Disney World dishes, but this thing is so good, so special that I needed to bring back again, and it is it's so small right here, but let me try to. It is the olive oil cake from Wine Bar George.
To see the Popeye cake.
No, it's the olive oil. And it's not only made with olive oil, because it's like a spongy cake that they have, and you don't have the olive oil flavor as something strong. It is like a little, hint of olive oil, and that dark thing that you have in between the cake and the ice cream are candied olives, and that is the best part ever of this dish, and I really like it. It's really special. It's nothing strong. My daughter, for instance, she doesn't like things that with strong flavors, and she loved it, and she keeps talking about this thing. It's pretty special. It's the olive oil cake from Wine Bar George, which is for me one of the most special places in not only in Disney Springs but in property now. I really like
because do you remember that's the first place we went to together to eat after they reopened?
Yes.
Is that why it's so special?
Was that date night for you too?
That's right.
No.
Although I did not recall him ordering that dessert for me.
Probably not.
No, I had that after that time that I went with you, I went with my family for a brunch
Look at
there.
that look on Jason's face.
Yeah, and then we had that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I went there. When was it?
I don't know what with Lou.
No, I went with. I don't know. I went there with Candida and Pedro. I went there one day before my birthday, and we had well, it's not dessert, so we're not going to start to talk about food. But we had a tomahawk steak there, which was amazing.
Truthfully, I thought he was crazy when he brought this to the table the first time, and then I realized
he
that
brought you
a lot
one?
of people. No, metaphorical table.
Okay.
But a lot of people are starting to say the same thing everywhere. This is popping up in a lot of places, especially after all this has happened and reopened. It's one of the things people are running to and posting about it on social media. So it's popping up a lot of places. So it must be good. I'll have to take his word for it until he takes us. But
$20. Yeah, no, I think I need to.
It is
What time
amazing.
are they open until? Time are they open until? Who's?
probably pretty late. You probably got some time.
Let's hurry up, guys. Let's keep going.
Get the show on the road.
Colin,
Quite literally.
you're first.
Yeah, so
Oh.
my first, I feel like, is going to be on a lot of people's
Oh,
lists.
they already
Not
watched it
that one,
again.
but that's
Okay.
good. I feel like this would top a lot of people's list over the years. It is kind of a family favorite, not only of mine, but among many families everywhere. And it's actually at the Beaches and Cream at the Yacht and Beach Club, technically Beach Club. And it's not what most people would think. It's not the kitchen sink, even though that is wonderful. It's just toned down a little bit, but it's what they call the No Way Jose. And per their description, it's a peanut butter and hot fudge delight featuring chocolate and vanilla ice cream, peanut butter, chocolate morsels, whipped cream, and a cherry. If you're me, you skip the cherry, hence the picture. And but it's really, really good. And they basically coat the bottom of the container with peanut butter and chocolate before they even put the ice cream in. And it's just fantastic. And it can be easily split with two, but if you're me, you eat it yourself and then feel horrible afterwards because you eat the entire meal too. But it's so worth it. So worth it. If you've not tried it, definitely check it out. And you can even get it at their walk-up window if you ask nicely.
Can you imagine if you had like the peanut butter pie, like also in
Yes,
like
on top.
we could make that happen
Like
actually.
a hat. We
We
can
could-
bring one with us.
Yes.
See if we can start a trend. You know,
I mean,
it's funny
Carlos
you
apparently
mentioned
keeps
that
them handy.
because they have a seasonal dessert right now. Actually, it may have ended it right after Thanksgiving, but it
Yeah,
was a jar milkshake, and I believe it was pumpkin pumpkin and caramel something, salted caramel maybe, and it had a full slice of pumpkin pie on top of it.
Oh, pumpkin pie. I think you were
Yeah.
about to say peanut butter pie. And that
I was going to say, because that's what was on the mind, but no, it looked fantastic, and there were people ordering it left and right. I couldn't-
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Manos, he said, looks like the Reese's Sundae at Friendly's. Oh my, why did you do that to me? Now that Reese's, oh my gosh,
I don't know
that
what's
Sunday
what is our
at
Friendlies?
Friendly's.
We don't have that
oh, you don't have nice things. I mean, it's so Friendly's. There you went
Mean.
there for the Reese's peanut butter cup sundae every time. It was so good, and I was torn between getting like the peanut butter cup sundae or the chocolate milkshake because they both were amazing. It was so good.
You guys need to, at some point, you need to come to Kentucky, and we're going to try it. We're going to take you to Grater's Ice Cream. It's like the best thing ever. It's only like Kentucky and Ohio. You all would love it.
You keep promising a bourbon tour too, so I mean
We can make that.
maybe
We
wrap
could
it
do
all
this.
into one trip.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk offline.
So,
If any of our friends want to join us, feel free.
so your favorite one, Jason? Well, I think
number
it's
one?
going to be your many number ones. No.
Usually, that's how it
I
works.
mean, okay, my number one dessert. Yes, it's a go with me here kind of thing. My number one dessert is what the way I described it was yes please, yes please, at Boma, because
It's just like a 26-1. This isn't even fair.
I mean, if you have to make me pick one thing off of that plate, it's going to be two words: Zebra Dome, which is incredible. But if you go to Boma, which you can't right now, but if you go to Boma at Animal Kingdom Lodge, The dessert area is so good that you must take everything. And this plate doesn't even represent everything. And what I like to say is, if you go to Boma and your dessert plate doesn't look like this, have you even gone to Boma? Really? Because
I told him in the chat, he looks like the kid that skipped dinner and went straight to dessert and ate 25 desserts, and the parent was yelling at them when they got back to the table. He assured me he ate both. I'm not surprised.
What you also will notice in this photo is that there is a second plate under that original
We
plate.
know you don't share.
So you have to grab the second plate to get the overflow of the dessert that won't fit onto the first plate at Boma. That is like, and maybe it's cheating. I don't care. But my favorite dessert on property is all the desserts at Boma. Period.
Cheating as usual.
I do have
Twice
an
in
honorable.
one show. Come on.
I do have an honorable mention.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Of course he does. I'm not surprised.
I do. And this takes us back over. Remember Topolino's Terrace? Remember Topolino's Terrace?
Yep.
Lovely place. They have a dessert there, and the reason I put this on, it's a fantastic dessert. It's a vegan dessert, and I thought it would be good to have a vegan dessert.
It's Lisa's
on our
dessert.
list. It's Lisa's dessert. I don't know if it's Lisa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I've had dessert. I just went there recently and got this dessert. So why isn't it Jason's dessert? It could be Jason's dessert. Anyway,
Jason and vegan don't really get along very well.
No, it's delicious actually. So here's the thing. It's and I have to go look at my notes for this because it's so complex. It's a hibiscus cake that's topped with fruit, berries, and sorbet. And it's a blueberry sorbet with, now get ready for this, blueberry basil.
Mm-hmm.
How do you basil a blueberry?
It is incredible in terms of the sweetness and the savory, and you taste it and you just, every bite you're like, what is this? How is this even possible? And you try it again, like, I still don't understand how this is so good. And then before you know it, it's all gone, and then you're apologizing to your table mates. Also, there are these little the little like macaroon type things that are around that you can't really see them. And then I forget what you can see, like the blueberries, like the detail on this, and the flowers of course are edible.
What's that little pink truffle looking thing on the left? You
Pink
remember? It's kind of a Hershey Kiss shape. What's a terrible description?
I don't know. I'm trying to sound like wink. I'm just like squinting, trying to look at the picture. But the Hershey. Oh, that's the little. It's not a macaron. I call it a macaron. It's not a macaron. It's the what's the word for it? It's this little French. Come on, Mr. Culture.
I'm not.
Carlos.
He's clearly not talking
looking
to
at
me.
Carlos.
You've seen the rest of the show.
There's little. What are those? Somebody help me out in the audience. There's little French. Meringue type thing.
Merengue.
It's
Meringue. It's a meringue.
Yeah, it's like a meringue, but yeah. But
oh no,
like
no,
the soft,
oh my gosh, how you call
yeah,
that?
Like a meringue.
Macaroons.
No, it's not a macaroon though. Macaroon, is it a macaroon? That's what I said the first time. Was I right the first time? Somebody mark the calendar. I gotta mark the calendar. It's incredible, and it's a little embarrassing. Look, it's a little emasculating when you're sitting there with your buddies and you're like, yeah, I'll have the fruits of the forest, please. And then you force them to taste it, and they're like, yeah, you're kind of right.
Well, you can fix that. You just show up with your wife, then everybody's happy again.
I mean, I show up with Michelle, and everybody's happy in general.
Exactly.
Anytime. So
I know I am. So she's nicer to me than you.
Oh yes.
Oh, she's coming too. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll go now. Oh, she's coming.
So let's go with my first one, and it's in my case. The reason I chose to be the first one is because usually I like something with fruits or whether it's a little bit savory, but this one is really sweet. But it is from Chef's Art Smith's Homecoming. Is the Hamilton County chocolate pecan pie. Let me get
so good.
It is amazing. I only got this picture, which is not that great, but
That picture lasted for about what, 7 seconds?
Yes, and then actually the first time I had it was in that very same lunch that I mentioned with Jason, Lou, Lisa, and Kenneth. I had a chance to take a little bit of the pie because everybody dove on that, but it is perfect, amazing, and it's and I think it's like homecoming. It's something like made in your home and from your aunt or for your grandmother. It's amazing and it's good. And I'm not a pecan pie guy, but this one is amazing. Well, but I do have
Apparently you are a pecan pie guy.
No, now I am. Yeah, no, in that one, yes. But then I also have honorable mention, but I'm breaking the rules just a little bit here. It is
the law.
It is not. It's not from Walt Disney World. It's actually from Disneyland. So I wanted to show.
What? No, wait a second. That's not fair at all.
No,
that's not
that is
fair
a good reason.
You clearly drew geographic lines around this thing. You said best desserts in Walt Disney World.
No, that's
period.
why. No. But I just want to bring that because not only the dessert was good, the dessert was beautiful, but it was special because I had the dessert with you, Jason and Collin.
That's where I feel bad for giving him a hard time.
No, it is this one here. The Maleficent.
That was good.
The Maleficent.
That was good.
dessert.
I'll give him credit. That's good.
Let me
and
just.
It's fantastically well presented.
Yeah, look.
And
how cool is that?
You can't tell is the size of that thing.
Yes, and it's a little bit
larger than it
spicy.
appears.
It's chocolate with a little bit of spice.
Look, is it a little like cayenne in that? I think.
Yes,
a
a little
I don't
bit.
remember what was in it.
A
It
little
was
bit.
wonderful,
So
though.
It was great, and it was from Bell River Terrace. Terrace.
Yeah, it was part of that Fantasia.
The Phantasmic dessert.
Yeah, Phantasmic.
Party. Or not. That was.
I want to say what they.
Party,
I
Phantasmic
always want to
meal
call it
thing.
the
Dining.
Fantasia dinner package, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
called that.
It's fantastic. Well, no,
Is
it's
it
not
Phantasmic?
Phantasmic.
It's Phantasm. Yes, and
I don't remember
so
what they call the package.
and I remember we were like being force fed. I felt like
we ate. There was
We
so much
ate
food
a lot.
included in that.
geese being forced or ducks being force fed, and because we were like, well, we have to eat already. I was like, yeah, we're gonna eat already because we had to get the ticket. You had to eat to get the ticket to get the special spot, which apparently no one else wanted.
Bros.
At some point we have to show that picture. But then that dessert came and suddenly our stomachs were just wide open. They were like, oh,
All
we
over
have
again.
plenty of room.
That was
the day we numbered
That
our
was the
meals.
night that I got over. Because the cold was so intense for me that I almost flew back to Brazil. Yeah.
So literally, at one point we had you were sitting on a plastic bag because the ground was so cold.
Yeah.
It was a tray or something, wasn't it?
Crying.
Yeah, there was a breeze blowing from behind us. I mean, it was.
I swear to
it
God,
was so cold for California.
And remember, this is like the second. We're totally off track now, but this is like the second day that Carlos even knows Collin. I mean, at this point, right? And I there is no doubt in my mind, given how cold we were and how good of a mood we were in, because we have to share the picture with somebody. If had that happened today, we would have been snuggling.
Sad but true.
Without any.
It was so cold.
No concern.
They're gonna make fun of us because it was California, but it was February.
We
so
would
you
have
to
been
realize that.
snuggling together, like all warm and cozy, like and
it was
fun.
cold that night.
I
And they had
loved
that
it.
big breeze thing. It was like blowing air on us the whole time.
You know it's cold when Collin agrees that we'd be snuggling. Like that's how cold
the
it is.
line. That is usually the line, especially if it's men.
And it was pretty intense because we were really tired. I had my energy level going really down, but then suddenly
It was a long day.
Suddenly-
I remember we closed California Adventure and then went to Disneyland to watch Phantasmic that
Yes.
night.
But
and stayed till it closed, basically.
the problem were those fans. There was a big fans behind us that were
Yeah, we never
making
did
it
figure
even
out
hard.
what the point of that was.
People really loved this, didn't they?
Yeah, but the problem with the fans were not even the cold.
Oh.
It was
He lost his boat.
it was the noise. Could you remember that? The sound?
Yeah, it did sound weird.
No, I like white noise. People know that I like white noise. It's a thing.
So, but did you remember the sound?
No, I just remember the cold, and I remember that when people would they would sit behind between us, and that we were really happy, and when the people would move, we were really sad.
Don't you remember the sound?
Oh, you're trying to give me the. Oh, that's my cue. Oh.
Don't again.
That's my.
Don't
cue.
you remember the sound?
I do remember the sound, but what about the sound I hear right now?
What's that sound?
Is the question.
Hey, I think we got to the best moment of our career.
Yeah,
I love how
short-lived
the
career.
comments are just strolling through like, Jason, you're an idiot.
I know, and I was making fun of Lou earlier for being muted. Oh, this is so much worse. Okay. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, or wish you were unfamiliar with
I wish I
what's
was
the
familiar
sound?
at this point.
What's that sound? We are going to play you. We're going to play you a little ditty. We're going to play you a short sound from the Walt Disney World, not Disneyland, Walt Disney World property. Your job is to answer or guess or tell us what that sound is in the comments, and good luck, because I think there may be one or two doozies in tonight. If you answer correctly, or even get close, we will count that as an entry into the Wheel of Disney as well. So
Is doozy a good? And let me go to Google.
a doozy. It's a doozy.
What is a doozy?
This one's a doozy.
Okay. Okay, let's see if it's doozy or not. So let's go to the first sound in 1, 2, and 3. Sounds like a doozy.
I forgot we had recorded Collin after eating the No Way Jose.
That's Jason's stomach. Feed me.
Michael is saying it's a car. Darlene is saying it's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur. That's a great guess.
Lisa is saying Animal Kingdom Safari.
Doreen says dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
So Zach Brown, I'm tracking with your thought process there. I'm not going to say what he said. Because, yeah, it is scary, isn't it?
Zach said Pandora. Carlene Rhodes is saying Pandora Walkway.
Ooh,
Patricia saying
Energy
Ocean
Adventure.
Ride
That's
an
a good guess.
elephant.
That's clever.
Mark Williams is saying dinosaur. Peter Meaning says dinosaur in Alan's Energy Adventure.
I wish.
Terry Stinson Darty saying Dinoland. Our friend, buddy from UK, Ben Ackhurst, is still awake. He's saying Kilimanjaro Safari. Caleb is saying Avatar.
Should we listen one more time, or do you?
We go.
So,
Let's go
through one more time.
One more
Okay.
time. In 1, 2, and 3. It's my good morning.
Kelly says it's the caveman. Captain Caveman.
Seems like one of two things to me.
Darlene is saying Navi River.
Darlene's like, it's Terry Stinson Darty singing on the Navi River.
Django Cruz has been
there?
saying Possibly one of the trays at Animal Kingdom.
Zach Brown says the men's room of Juan.
Sorry?
Terrible. Nothing. We said nothing. So we do have a correct answer, by the way.
We
You
do
did?
many. We have many.
Many?
Yes.
I don't think we have many. I saw.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on.
There were
I
many.
see. Oh wait, you're right. There are. I don't know if I call it many, but there's
A few.
at least two, maybe.
All the ones. Can I review that?
Sure.
All the ones that mention Pandora or Avatar. They are.
You can't. No, you can't. Well, I mean. Okay. I'm in a giving mood. It is Christmas. Wait, was that was the reveal?
Yep.
That's all I gave for the that was short. Okay, so yeah, that was it. That's actually that.
I'm
Actually,
surprised by that.
that one spot is between. It's right before you get. It's actually just before the bridge, before you are exiting Pandora, entering into Discovery Island, or as I like to call it, Nomad Lounge.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's.
How about this? How about the next one?
Let's go to the second one though. So in 1, 2, and 3. This
Could
one is
be
difficult.
So many places on property
This
right now.
one is difficult.
Oh, but it's not.
Let's see. Let's
Wanna
keep
play one more
quiet
time?
now.
Let's
No.
play one more time because it's like
Yeah. Okay. In 1,
Yeah, 'cause
2,
it's-
and 3. So, Darlene is saying Magic Kingdom Hub. Sarah, Danielle Collins, Main Street. Mary is saying Deck the Halls, yes, but where?
that's the where part. That's right. But you got the song.
Kelly is saying it sounds like the beginning of Main Street. Yes, Michael,
John-
it is Christmas music, but where? Main Street.
That's it. What we're looking for.
Main Street USA at Christmas. Mark Jones is saying it's the gate music. Ben Atkins is saying Main Street. Main Street,
Folks
many
saying
Main
Disney
Street.
Springs. That's clever. I like
Zach,
that. I like that
Zach
answer.
Brown is saying out front of Magic Kingdom. Terry saying I am done. That could be be anywhere. Do you want me to play again?
No, because we have correct answers.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yes, yes we do have. We already have
We
two.
do. Now, because what the answer I'm going to show you is the specific location for where this was recorded, but I would take a general answer because you would hear this in many parts of this particular place.
So
Do you want to do the reveal?
yes, I will do the review.
Okay.
Let's go there.
Say that.
I don't know. You keep playing it. I like it.
I love
So
it.
yeah, so it is unique to that resort.
Mhm.
And yes, you will hear Deck the Halls in different parts of Walt Disney World for sure. But
Not that way.
I mean, it takes a good ear. We got some good ears here.
Caleb and Doreen.
Yeah. And I think Kelly I don't know if Kelly got into the wire or not. I like Kelly, so I say Kelly got into the wire. I mean, I like everybody, but not everybody said Grand Floridian. Okay, so how about we go to our
Chrissy
third?
said also.
Chris, oh, good. do you want to go to our third and final
Yes.
clip?
In 1, 2, and 3. This one is easier.
Is it?
Yep.
I don't know if it is.
I think they're gonna get it really fast. Let's see. You want me to play again?
Sure.
In 1, 2, and 3. That one is easier.
That was my thought
the
process.
problem
I'm
is,
with you, Lisa.
so here's the worst part: is like I'm trying to figure out what that is myself. Oh yeah, I think I know what that is now.
It is.
I'll explain why I'm confused in a sec. But please continue.
This one, the review will be a video.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I know. Right now I
Okay.
remember what that is. Yeah.
So Dab is saying Epcot. Nope. Mark Jones, Fantasyland. Nope. Disney Springs from Doreen Tusa. Anthony is saying Hollywood Studios. Mary is saying that's generic. Yes, that's the tricky
A
part.
little bit.
Yep. Caleb is saying Magic Entrance Music. Nope. Terry
I have a
is
guess at what this is. I
upset
actually think
with
I might
us
be right.
probably. Terry.
Oh, don't be upset.
Garlene is saying Tree of Life Christmas Show. No.
That was my guess.
Patricia is
Oh, yeah?
saying that it one is hard. Ben also is saying that it's the Tree of Life Christmas Show. Nope. A lot of Tree of Life.
Just for the record, Carlos is the one being kind of mean today.
Nope. On this segment.
I mean, we can play. You want to play one more time, or does it? I mean, I feel like we may have stumped them on this
We
one.
stumped them. Yes. Okay,
possible.
I'm going in 1.
They're still
2.
coming through, but
You know one thing. If
Oh no.
There's we could. There's one thing that some of them are getting
Leave them unsatisfied. Is that what
partially right.
you don't get to know.
Are they?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Well, maybe I don't know what this is then.
It is not because what is right, Noah. It's not because
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Well, I make it your call. Are you feeling generous?
because if we give that hint, could be 3 options or actually 4 options.
Do tell.
So when you guys are thinking that is a projection, yes, it's a projection show. And I'll go to show in 1, 2, and 3 just again to play the clip.
Mark Williams. Mark Williams.
Yes, let me see. I didn't get to there. Castle, yeah, Mark
Carlos
Williams.
is trying to find-
No.
Yodeler.
Mark Williams, Ben Ackhurst. They got it. Lisa saying the Tower of Terror. No, so it's actually let's reveal it with the video. And Jason this time provided a video for the review. That's it.
So long.
You should the video.
I think maybe Michelle isn't watching anymore. So that's good, because she wanted to stick around. We were going to California Grill after this for Henry's birthday dinner, and we we needed to go, but she wanted to stick around to see the transition.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we were just like, let's go. And then she reluctantly went. And then, after we were out of the park, they did the transition in a little
in the first fire.
In the fire.
The very
She
first
was
time.
a little bitter about it, but that's all. So hopefully this doesn't, anyway.
Michelle is
She's
saying,
here
"I'm
for the
here."
record.
No.
I'm here.
I mean, great. It's great. Welcome back.
One thing.
Michelle's the best.
To everybody in the audience, let me say that all the entries that you're placing during the What That Sound, and actually all those segments like the Crop Factor, What That Sound, that you have to guess something, all the entries will be entries for the Wheel of Disney. So, and as also the likes that you do to the show, the sharing and everything like that. So it's don't forget to do the likes and the shares. I don't know if we're supposed to say that, but
Michael says, I can't wait to spin for a prize.
okay.
He's winning.
One.
All right.
So that was What That Sound. Let me just change things here. Yeah.
Did you
Now-
say let me change the pants here?
No, change things here.
Okay.
Now is the
Changing
time.
pants on live video.
Now is the best time.
We mentioned about the Hall of Fame song that is a little bit James Bond. This one is Love Boat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so this is our Wheel of Disney. So the chance that we have to first to spin the wheel to have someone of the 8 names that I have here to be entitled to spin the wheel for the prizes. One thing is that last week we had Mike Riley won the child magnet, so that prize was substituted, and it is now it is a $25 Disney gift card in that place. Okay.
Michael's now like, what?
He was like, man, I should have spun again next week.
Okay, so let's get to the names now. The 8 ones that will be in the wheel of names. So, number 1, David Sher. Number 2, Ben Athurst. Number 3, Claire Casarotto, also from UK. Number 4, Kim Bobson. Number 5, Luiz Gilberto Tavares, all the way from Brazil. Number 6, Mary T. Wells. Number 7, Peter Mino. And number 8, Kelly Lawrence. Okay, so let's go and let me prepare here the.
Well, yeah. What do we have on the wheel tonight?
Are
you able to see it?
Let me try.
You have your reading glasses. You have your reading glasses on. You should be fine.
No, I have the computer glass. I have to change, but let me see if I can.
Oh.
The prizes that we have. It is in the.
You can put it up. It's okay.
Yes, let me put it
I can read it for you if you want. It's fine. Oh boy, I don't know.
Say good
Okay.
luck.
We've got the cat sushi. We have Be Our Guest. We have
Olu.
Oh yeah, that little dude.
Finally got it right.
We have the $25 Disney gift card. We have the Disney
Door hanger.
Yeah, the door hanger. That's right.
That's the
we
BR
have,
guest.
we have the.
I wish you could see Jason's face.
I really
right now.
can't read it. It's
The child the child shoulder
Yeah.
plush.
Right.
Yes.
And
There's the here with the
isn't there a
magic
is there
viewer.
the viewer?
Yes.
Right. Is there a figment?
What is that
There's
FW magnet?
I I don't know, but if someone lands
We're
on it,
not
we're gonna
sure,
have to
but we'll
figure that
find
out. Let's spin. it. I actually think that's oh no, I think that's old. I think that's
Oh, it's
gone.
Fort
I think
Wilderness.
Joe Logan won that. Joe Logan won that because that was the Fort Wilderness magnet.
Oh,
He
really?
won that a long
So
time.
I have to
yeah,
I have to take that out.
but we can
Well,
put
if you win
Figment
that,
on
you
there.
get a free spin.
What
I
we-
got Figment sitting behind. He's kind of upset because I'm. Where is
so
he? He's like
okay,
on this side?
let me change that.
on
So
this side. I can't.
so I'm changing right now. So Figment. So
Sure. Are you changing it right? You're like literally changing it right now. That's weird.
yes.
On the fly.
That's brave.
So we got the Figment there. Have to save it. Okay, but let's go to the names. Let's spin the wheel of names. Are you guys ready?
Ready? Yeah, I'm just looking at all the guesses of the F and W. That's great.
So spinning the wheel of names.
Oh, Peter, is it gonna stick? Hey!
Pyramid.
Hey.
It was so close. Mary's a little. Mary's not saying nice things about Peter right now.
So
It's all right.
Peter,
It's all right.
Peter was here. Let's hope that he's still here.
Because if
It's
you
very late.
stick around, it is late. If you stick around, you get to. I mean, we're gonna spin the wheel whether he's here or not.
Peter is here.
and if-
Peter is here.
he is here.
He's
So then, if
Yeah,
he
he's
doesn't
here.
like the first thing he lands on, we give him a chance to spin again.
Yes. So let's spin
And
the
it
wheel
just
of
lands on the
prizes.
same thing again. If you're Michael.
So spinning the wheel of prizes. Olu.
Ooh.
And you can only get that 2 places.
That's right.
Yes.
Alani.
Alani and
And-
Polly.
The
Polynesian.
The boutique.
Boutique. The best named
Yeah, boutique.
gift
yes.
shop on property.
I don't know. I like the screen door too at the boardwalk.
That's
a
good
name.
too.
Olu is the little mascot for. It's like the little turtle. It's,
He's the buddy. He's I'm not gonna
I
say what I was
forget
about
his
to
name,
say.
to be honest with you.
I think.
The
Yeah.
Disney bear.
What
Duffy.
is Olu?
Duffy.
Duffy. He's Duffy's
Yeah.
friend.
So
Yes,
Peter
he's
is
Duffy's
asking what is Olu. It's a little turtle. It's a little.
friend. Do I have Olu or do you have Olu?
I do have Lolo here, but well, I have to what I have.
He's in your pocket?
No, it's not in my pocket.
He's like,
I have to go to. I have to.
reach
Yeah,
in my
I
pocket.
have to go to.
And Peter's like, okay, no, it'll spin again.
Kelly is saying Olu is turtle life.
Yeah.
So
turtle.
Peter, do you want to keep the prize or do you want us to spin it again?
I mean,
Let's spin
I'm
one more time.
I'm not
he's
a
saying.
betting man, but I put money on.
Yeah, he's
actually
saying
one more-
let's spin one more time.
yeah. Wait, we're not seeing it.
Oh, sorry,
We're
sorry.
hearing it. Oh, there's all the.
There it
all
is,
the
just in time.
Wouldn't it be great if it landed on Olu again? Because that's.
Oh, look.
Yay!
Look at that.
Congratulations. The new prize.
The new prize, the brand
Wow.
new one. So
That's awesome.
Peter, send us a message with your email. I'm going to send you the e-gift cards, the virtual one. So then we're gonna do it right away.
Awesome.
And he
Awesome.
likes Peter saying nice.
Yes, that's a
Sweet.
good one. Oh, poor Olu.
Poor Tordo. Peter says, is it tax-free? Okay.
It is tax.
Congratulations,
use
Peter.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay. Buddies, it was a...
I think we're out of tricks, right? I think.
Yes,
Yeah, we
it was
have run out of time and tricks, and
so
been gone 40 minutes over as usual.
Next week, you're gonna be in the very usual day and time. It will be Thursday at 9 p.m. We're preparing a very special show for next week. We've been working for a while on that, so it's gonna be great.
Our holiday special.
Yes, it's
Pretty
a
much.
holiday special.
Pretty much, yeah.
Collin, let me get to our pages here. Collin, your last words for the night?
Yeah, per the usual, I'll keep it brief, but everything with me is guide4ww.com. I'm doing some new things on Instagram, so be sure to follow me there if you haven't done so already. As always, the print shop is up. Fair warning, some of it, if you do order tonight, it probably will not get there by Christmas just because of the print delay on some of that stuff right now. But if you do have a gift that you're going to see somebody after Christmas, or if you just want something for your home to give you a little piece of Disney, if you can't make it back to the parks right now, go ahead and check out the shop at guide4ww.com/shop. And as always, anything over $30 ships free. So,
Great.
Jason?
Let's see. What do we have going on? We have a very special lunch break coming up on Friday because in our 12 Days of Christmas series, we were going to be going back to the Contemporary Resort, this time all decked out for the holidays, and we're going to check out not just the inside, but the outside of the Contemporary Resort where they have the best Christmas tree. I'm just going to say it, the best Christmas tree on Disney property at the Contemporary. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys on Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern at herewiththemagiclive.com. I also want to just mention, I'm going to move my head just a little so you can see. Can you see?
Santa out there.
Yeah, that is the prize. That's the prize for the giveaway this week for the Chip and Dale Holiday Plush giveaway. And if you are interested in having a chance to win both Chip and Dale, because we're not separating the two of them, head on over to the Here with the Magic Facebook page, where you can. There's a whole set of instructions there. Things we have you sign, blood samples. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty straightforward. Head on over to Here with the Magic on Facebook, where you can learn how to enter to win that, and we'll be announcing the winner at the lunch break on Friday.
Okay.
That's it.
Sounds fun.
Well, that's one thing that I like to point out, that I'm doing a giveaway in Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami. You can go to Ponto Orlando Instagram page, and it's a giveaway of a $25 Amazon gift card. So in order to the whole mechanic is easy. Basically, you just need to follow Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami, and you have to tag 3 friends and the comment of the official photo there. If you go to my feed, you're gonna see it pretty clear, the Amazon giveaway there. Not only that, we also on Tuesday I'll be back, because this week I did on Wednesday, and Tuesday we'll be back with my live show. But if you want to go to my YouTube channel, and it's easy, go just to Ponto Orlando, and you can in YouTube, you can watch my live that I did 2 days ago. I did on Monday in the Aventura Mall here in Aventura, and it was great. It was a walk through the mall with shopping decorations and everything. It was neat. Okay, and thank you very much. Yes, it's in Portuguese, but you can get the message. And buddies, it was an amazing show tonight. I hope everybody had the same fun and good time we had in this side here. And again, thank you, Maggie. Thank you for your participation in the beer guest segment. Okay.
Yeah. And thanks to everybody who stayed up so late and maybe hungry, and hopefully Wine Bar George or Homecoming or something still open.
Well, on behalf of my good buddies Collin and Jason, thank you so much for being here. We wish you a always magical week ahead, and good night.
Good night.
See ya.
Every choice we make.